I'm Shane.
And I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Robots and cyborgs, buddy. Yeah.
That's right. This is a very fun movie. I watched it a lot, and Bo had never even heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Went right past him. And it is that we don't run into this very often, but the 4-year age
difference
gap sometimes apparently makes a huge difference on some of these movies. Because again, like this is one of those ones was on TV all the time when I was a kid. Loved it.
Had to have like by the time I became aware of TV and shit, had to have just been done because I had never heard of this.
Realized we didn't tell them.
Oh,
D.A.R.Y.L.
D.A.R.Y.L. 1985.
Again, they probably clicked
D.A.R.Y.L.
But if they didn't, we should say that.
We forgot how to do our jobs.
Yeah, this is 1985 D.A.R.Y.L. It's a robot. It's D.A.
Is he a robot?
It's D.A.R.Y.L. and that is Data Analyzing Robot Youth Lifeform. Just had to get that out of the way.
I couldn't have done that.
I cheated.
Oh, you wrote it down?
Yeah, I cheated.
Cut that. Don't let the people know. Let them think you're badass for a second.
So yeah, he's not a robot.
No,
I
don't qualify this as a robot. At best, he's a slightly upgraded human.
Maybe we'll get into the specifics. Before we get into everything, we need to do our job. We keep forgetting our job.
Oh, fuck, man.
And we keep forgetting to do that.
We're too excited. This movie was too much 80s nostalgia fun.
I love this movie for sure. So yeah, before we get into everything though, we will go ahead. Bo, you want to hit him with the beer?
The beer. I liked this. This was perfect for it. We got our Shea Brewing's TechnoSignature.
That's right. And technically, this does exist in our loose connection.
It's got tech.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of
tech. There's
what did you want us to do? Review a fucking
robots
video?
There's robots in this movie. There are things in this movie. You never. So I mean, yeah, it's a connection.
Yeah.
Again, we told you
we have the technology. Yes. Obviously,
we told you at the beginning.
We could have done $6 million.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Too late now.
We'll find something else. We'll find something that's $6 million worthy.
Steve Austin.
But yeah, we told you when the season started. Sometimes we were going to take the easy route because we just want to do something.
Yeah.
This was one of those. I knew we were trying to do this family friendly month for November, and so I told Bo
after all the murder and death over Halloween, we thought we'd bring it back a little.
Literally, we didn't have a beer, we didn't have anything. This was one of those I told you, like, the harder way to work it for us is to know the movie and then find a beer
to match it.
It's so hard sometimes. Certainly harder than just like going and being like, that speaks to me as this movie.
Yeah.
Right? And so this was one of those ones that I told Bo before we knew. I said, all right, we got to find something like robots, something technology, like something
anything techie.
I want to, if we're going to go family friendly, like Bo wanted to do Milk Money. I wanted to do this one. We definitely got, we both got our solid pull.
Yeah.
This was a solid
our top
pull,
picks.
Right?
Early in the month too. Right?
Yeah, I was proud of
for us.
And so yeah, this was one of those ones. I am glad that we picked this beer because so far, beginning tasting notes is delicious.
This is really good.
It's a double IPA, double New England IPA.
The last
if
one
that makes a difference, I guess.
The last one we had tasted like you just straight bit into a grapefruit.
Yes, again, and we've been on record. That's the one.
It's the one we don't like.
They grow on us. Usually by the time we're finished, we're just like, because it's so strong, we're like.
I was just saying, I'm sure that alcohol percentage helps.
But this one, I mean, first taste, I was like, Bo hadn't even sipped it yet, and I was just like, fruity, dude. It's
not bitter at all. It's really if I'm gonna get a double New England, I'm going for this one.
Go our Shea.
Right.
We'll check back on how we feel at the end, but something
first name's Rico.
Yeah. Ricardo?
Ricochet.
Ooh, I like that. Good one. But yeah, we'll check back at the end. But something tells me if the alcohol percentage makes us end up liking the ones that at first taste
kind
we
of
don't
suck. Like this one
we're gonna love this one by the time
What
we're
was
finished.
the percentage? I didn't even look.
8%, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Hell
It's a
yeah.
good strong.
It's gonna be a good day.
So now that we've got the beer out of the way, we'll do some of the background of the movie. You know, again, if
The
you go
who's
check
who.
if you go check old episodes, we never cared. Instead of spending time doing this, we spent 20 minutes telling you where to find us. We should probably go back to telling you where to find us. Not today.
No,
I'm just
it should happen.
just a mental note.
I like
for
to
all
think
of us
we've
involved.
been here for 3 years. They know where we are.
Right, that's the problem though. It's
Right,
like, new people
but-
don't.
There's a lot of people on the internet, Bo.
Well,
Shit.
you heard us say it, and so maybe go look. But next time we might have something planned. Today we
tell your
didn't.
friends.
Yeah. Today we're just gonna get right into what we do now. And so the director, Simon Windsor. Give me 1 second. Windsor. I typed it the wrong way, and I knew it. I'm at least proud of myself for looking at it and being like, nope, that's
not right.
That's a fat-fingered typo right there. It's Simon Windsor. He is an Australian director. Primarily before D.A.R.Y.L had only done westerns because of the fact that
It's easy to film a western in Australia.
It looks right. You've got plenty of area that looks like old westy time.
Quickly.
Yeah, Quigley. Well, I love that you mentioned that. He is the director of Quigley.
Shut the fuck up. No, he's not.
Quigley Down Under, dude.
Dude.
This is the man.
I love that fucking movie.
Now that he did that after this one. Prior to this, he done a lot more like low budget. Maybe you haven't seen
Probably
westerns
not.
because like that's the thing that if you're not into westerns, you don't realize how big of a category.
Are there
really
like
is.
western fans for like like how horror fans are? They'll
Yes.
watch fucking anything. Are there western fans like that?
Yes, but
Holy shit.
if you go look at the number of minuscule western movies that were produced in the like 70s and 80s,
Holy shit. If you're one of those, get in the
well,
comments. I want to talk to you.
That's the reason spaghetti western exists as a term.
That's
because
right.
They were cranking them out so much they went to Italy because it was cheaper to produce it there, and they were producing so many that they needed it to be cheap.
I love a good spaghetti western.
So yeah, like
You can tell it's even if the actor actually speaks English, they still dub the movie over. They just have the actor go in and just redub their lines, even though he already did it.
and so it doesn't line up the right way.
No, it's like, why? What's the point?
But so this director, though, outside of westerns, has done some cool movies. I just wanted to point out that he.
Am I about to pop even more?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, fuck
so
yeah, I'm ready.
He had done westerns prior, and he stayed in westerns for a while. But when he finally moved out of westerns, his first project was Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Yeah, nice. The manliest movie ever.
Dude, I loved that movie as a kid. Like,
I
that
wanted
movie
the Marlboro
was
Man's jacket.
so the
fucking
orange
bad.
and
The
black leather. Yeah,
it was
dude.
so
Like,
good.
That movie was so good. It's probably not. I've not watched
it.
it since I
We're
was
probably
a
like, I
child.
love that movie. We're gonna watch it again and be like, oh, this movie sucks.
So we're on record right now because
As loving it.
at this point, with as much fanfare as we just gave, we will definitely save our first adult watch through as for the show for you guys. You guys will get to hear our reaction.
Wait for that future episode.
But yeah, I remember being a kid and loving the
that
shit out of
fucking
that
movie.
movie.
Going to school and talking about it with your friends and shit, and being like, I saw this badass movie. They're like a biker and this dude, they like beat up people in this fucking bar. It's all so fucking cool.
But we also have another weird. So like just how we had Richard Benjamin connect back to the movie before, we have a weird connection backwards here because we have his follow-up project after Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man was Free Willy. Not
What
Free
the fuck?
Not Free Willy 2 though, not Free Willy 3.
No,
But he directed
the good one.
the one.
The one.
The reason we have 2 and 3. But so like again, it's
What
not actually connected.
What a fucking 180 though.
Well, it keeps going.
There's a lot of violence and death
Listen.
in Marlboro Man.
Listen, it keeps going. So after that, he did Operation Dumbo Drop.
Hell yeah, I love that movie.
But again,
Very
very different from both of the movies I just said.
Did he feel bad about all the violence?
He also then did The Phantom.
Fuck yes.
Purple suited.
Yes, Billy Zane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I want that fucking ring.
Simon Windsor also, though, has had a hand in any, and I think all, young Indiana Jones adaptations, because there were some in the early 90s, some in the late 90s, some were like weird well, they're all like anthology stories, but some were like multiple in an hour long episode, and so maybe he only directed like part of an episode, but this man is like 6 episodes.
He is young Indiana Jones.
Yeah, if there's a young Indiana Jones, he was attached to it at some point in
Why
its
did that not
process.
take off more? That would have been a good like actual like movie series to start.
Simon is maybe the guy to go talk to.
Hey, dude, for real. I'll help. I'll get your coffee and shit.
Well, our real problem is that by the time studios thought that was a viable option was when they were trying to plug fucking Shia in as Mutt, and they were trying to do that.
Yeah. No,
and it's like studios are dumb.
Yeah, they
because
are.
That character was not Dr. Jones. Like, you know, we like Indiana because of his personality. I didn't need him to be like this weird 50s leather jacket wearing cool kid. Greaser,
you know?
Yes.
That inexplicably can fence like an Olympian.
Right. I didn't need that. And so I think that's the real problem is just that the studio was too dumb to know what they had while people were making it.
Just do it as a prequel series, like in The Last Crusade, the whole beginning section when Indy's a kid. Do that, but as a fucking movie.
Bring back our Friday the 13th Fedora guy.
Dude, Fedora guy.
Let me find out more about Fedora, dude. Let me find out more about him.
Would have been fucking great.
Dude, I agree. Okay, so that's our director. So again, lots of things that we have both like real connections to, nostalgic connections to. Like this guy he had done a bunch of things. Don't quote me on this because I forgot to put it in, but I'm pretty sure he also was the director for Crocodile Dundee 3.
The one where they go to LA or whatever.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
Dundee in Los Angeles.
People shit on that one. I liked that.
And the Mummy?
Yeah.
Isn't it a mummy?
Yeah. Takes this kid on like the safari ride. It's like an animatronic snake and he just stabs it.
So yeah, he, again, all props.
He's a great director. More props to this fucking guy.
Writers is a very different situation. So we had 3 different people that are listed as writers, and it doesn't specify.
It doesn't. Usually
we don't.
Bad sign.
Well, and we don't got screenplay, so it's not even like one of those situations. Like they're just listed as writers. So someone might have wrote the screenplay, but we don't know the distinction.
Yeah.
So we've got David Ambrose, Alan Scott, and Jeffrey Ellis. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, of the 3 of them, they all... Well, Jeffrey Ellis, I know for a fact, only worked on this movie. He never... There's no IMDb credit outside of D.A.R.Y.L. Well, no, there's one for a show that never made it off the ground that was D.A.R.Y.L.
The TV show?
Well, it would have... No, it was... But it was like... It was like D.A.R.Y.L. continued. It was literally not pitched until like 2019, 2020.
Wow.
And it was gonna be somebody playing the adult. It was D.A.R.Y.L. from the end of the movie, but grew up. And now we see grown up D.A.R.Y.L.
I'd be okay with redoing this movie now.
I don't know about I don't want an adult
D.A.R.Y.L. I just do a TV show with. Give me more of him like learning his weird cybernetic powers.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Shit.
Give me what happened after he started living with the family at the end.
Yeah,
but immediately after.
And then the government finds out he's still alive, and they got to do like
they're constantly like evading the government.
Yeah,
something.
Dude, no, that'd be fucking badass.
But no, that's not what they were pitching. They were pitching adult. Like he's working in an office.
Oh fuck that! He went the wrong direction entirely.
The other 2 writers, though, again, David Ambrose, not known for a lot. Like it's small things. Like they wrote some other stuff, but again, nothing that I'm going to hit you with that would have been like shocking to you. Now on that though, Alan Scott. He did write one that is big, that's huge.
Intrigued.
The Witches. See,
I like that movie.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's a great movie.
I'm pretty sure I looked. He's the only that movie is based on a Roald Dahl book. So when you look at like the IMDb, Roald Dahl is listed, but it's just Roald Dahl and Alan Scott. So Alan Scott
somebody had to
wrote
take the book.
Yeah, he wrote the movie. Like this, he didn't write the story. He
had to take
the
book
movie
and make it into a script.
Yes.
Which honestly is probably harder.
Yeah, well, because it's not your original, so you
Yeah.
gotta try to like take the things that you're reading and figure out how you can
like
make
long
it work.
passages of description, and then I got to turn that into dialogue somehow,
or dialogue, or a visual
or a visual
representation
shot,
that covers all of what was described.
Yeah, that'd be a pain in the ass.
So kudos, but that's it. That's our writing team done.
Nice,
nothing else.
Good job, guys.
Most of them.
Usually, when you have
not
like
done anything.
More than one writer, it's a sign that the movie's probably
this
bad.
was pretty good though.
But yeah, this defies the rule. I like that.
For actors, we got some people I'm going to cover because this is one of those movies where lots of actors, not huge, but there are definitely big characters, and we're going to tell you the actors who played those characters. So that's only fair, right?
Yeah,
it's only fair.
They deserve their due fucking credit. They worked hard. God damn it.
Now, on that note, the very first one we're going to cover is like a huge actor.
He's the biggest guy in the movie.
And so that's Michael McKean.
Yeah. Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap.
It goes to 11.
A Mighty Wind, Coneheads, thousands of other. You've seen Michael McKean.
Wasn't he on SNL for a little while?
Yeah. He's been on lots of things.
You're going to see him again. They're doing another Spinal Tap movie.
And we definitely want to do that.
I'm so happy.
But so like from the 70s to now, he is. If you like comedy. You've seen him somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
At least one movie that you've seen, he's been in.
He's usually a
guaranteed.
Dick.
Well, but again,
in most of his funny, but he's usually a dick in the movie. But this one, he's like the nicest fucking guy.
He even leans a little dickish from time to time in this, though. You got to give. He was willing to feed an entire youth baseball team booze to win.
Well, it made him feel more real.
It did, but
he has a flaw.
He seems like an ass. Every time baseball comes up, he's an asshole.
Yeah, no, that's his one weakness.
He's one of those.
Baseball.
He's one of those shithead dads today, right? Like the ones that get filmed for being like a shithead on the field. Like that's him to a T.
If Turtle had struck out during the game and they'd lost, he would have fucking lost his shit.
But so yeah, we got Michael McKean there. The mom, Joyce Richardson. So yeah, Andy Richardson, but we'll just call him Dad. Yeah, because he's Dad. They never even say that in the movie.
We had to think about it when we got here. I was like, what was his fucking name?
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, like, in the movie, he's never even called Dad. Like, D.A.R.Y.L definitely never calls him Dad, just calls him Andy.
Yeah.
But we're going to call him Dad.
Yeah.
He's the dad.
He's the dad.
Regardless of anything else.
He's a good dad.
Yeah. Well, and then we have Joyce.
He seems fun.
We have Joyce. And now Joyce I know the name of, and I don't refer to her as Mom because I don't personally believe that Joyce likes children. But that's neither here nor there.
I didn't even think of that until you said it. I was like, no, you're kind of right. She acts like she really likes kids.
I don't.
But then when the kids aren't paying attention, she's kind of talking shit about the little girl fucking playing piano. Yes. She's all but doing the fucking
She constantly talks about D.A.R.Y.L like he's a problem. Even some of the times where he wasn't, right? Like specifically the one where she's talking to the foxes, Turtle's parents, and like she's like, he leaves the room and being like, I don't even understand why he would say that stuff about her. Maybe it's because he says that she's dating him because he's got the biggest and she cuts him off, and then she's like, it's almost like he's too honest. And I was like, no, but if I met a kid that said that, I would just be like, and there are kids like that. Yeah. Well, he's just a naive kid, and you want that. You want your 11-year-old to be naive enough to not understand
why that's something you don't talk about,
and to feel like he should say it to you.
Yeah,
you want that.
I liked that. So that was pretty funny.
It was very funny. So again, to me, it was just like she doesn't like children because like she immediately was like, kids don't do that, and I was like, no, kids definitely do that.
And then
You're wrong.
And then she's pissed off later because he's like the perfect kid. He cleans his room. He folds his clothes. He makes his own breakfast.
It may not be super common, but that there are kids that are that. We can't just be like,
and it's not just because they have autism. Sometimes they just like doing that shit.
We can't pretend like they're not human children.
No, which is how they're not. Acted. They're aliens. We need to round them up for experimentation.
No, I will give you that. In her case, she did feel like that, and she was technically right.
Yeah, but real world, you'd be like, man, my kid's great. She wouldn't complain at all.
But so she is played by Mary Beth Hurt. This is a woman. She did a lot more.
In relation to John Hurt, you think?
I don't know. I would have seen that. Well, and she's American, and
yeah, that's right.
But so I looked this up. So she did The World According to Garp, which is
I think I've seen that once.
Yeah. It is a famous
one. It's one of those cinephile movies.
Yeah. But she was also, this is a non-cinephile one for you. She was the judge in The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Like
I've seen that. Nice.
She's the one who's residing over the case. Again, not technically the main focus. Like the flashbacks
it
are
keeps
really,
and
that's more the focus. Like, you know, it's the weird, crazy story you get told.
we have this court case adjacent to an exorcism.
So yeah, she is the judge, and she was also the nurse in Bringing Out the Dead.
I have not seen that one.
Nicolas Cage and Scorsese, I do believe. Yeah, it's good. He plays an ambulance driver, and it's like just like following him across 3 nights of work as he just like sees more and more crazy shit.
I like both of those people. I love Cage, and Scorsese rarely fucking misses.
So go look it up. You'll probably like it. I liked it when I was a kid.
I'm gonna fucking do that when I get home. What was it called? Bring Out the Dead.
Bringing Out the
Dead.
Fuck
Fuck yeah. Know what I'm doing tonight.
So after that, Catherine Walker, she plays Dr. Lamb, the evil woman
fuck
doctor.
Her.
I agree, but she is the one she does like a lot of like these are like masterpiece theater. So she's not like actually classically trained, but she does the things like would make you think
she was. Yeah.
And she might be. I'm not trying to say she's not, but I'm saying like she is also in D.A.R.Y.L.
I went to Juilliard. Yeah, but you're in D.A.R.Y.L.
Well, but in the same tone though, like
check's a check. I'm not gonna judge.
Well, and you know, like we also have people that we love, like Alan Rickman, who is royally trained.
Yeah, that's true,
and has done things like Galaxy
Royal
Quest.
Shakespearean Theatre,
Galaxy Quest, and of course,
Galaxy Quest is top class theater. I don't care what anybody says,
but you get my point.
I understand what you're saying. I just want to have Galaxy Quest. God, I can't say it. Galaxy Quest.
We move on from Galaxy.
Spoken elegance.
But so I agree. Dr. Lamb is and so from her before I say this, I'll go ahead and say so. The other person we have is Dr. Stewart. That's our other doctor. The people in charge of the program that is D.A.R.Y.L. Right, and he is played by Joseph Summer. He is a guy. He's been in a few things. Dirty Harry, Witness. The Harrison Ford with the Amish people.
Yeah, I like that movie.
The Sum of All Fears, Strange Days, Patch Adams.
Man, I've seen all of these movies, and I do not remember this.
I got one for you at the end. I saved the last. The one you'll know the most is at the last. He was also Ducksworth in The Mighty Ducks. He was the guy who owned the company in the very beginning that gave Emilio the responsibility to coach a hockey team.
And then at the end of the movie, he's like full get out.
Yes.
He's all about it. Yeah. Fuck.
That's him. Yeah.
God damn it. I pegged the kid from Neverending Story.
Well, because that's a pig. We're not there. I got finished because I wanted to go back to this. So yeah, these are the two doctors, Dr. Lamb and Dr. Stewart. They're the people in charge, like we were saying, of the program. You hate Dr. Lamb, and it's so funny because they did like try to do that like flip you on your head thing, right? Because you would expect the woman to be the one who's
sympathetic
doing
and like motherly instinct, right?
No,
she's like cold. She's the
one that calls him it. She's the one who calls the military in.
She rats Dr. Stewart out.
Dr. Stewart is the one that's like, no, he's a person. I don't care that we grew him in a lab. He counts.
I mean, if we had to kill him, he would be a loss of a lot of significant data. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks.
So again, I especially for 85, I'll give them credit to decide to like just do that swap to make the woman be the one.
No, when it started, I totally expected Stewart to be the dick. He seems like he's going to be when he first shows up at the house to get D.A.R.Y.L back.
They did it very well.
I was like, man, you're going to be an asshole. And then, 10 minutes later?
Yeah. You're like, oh, I was wrong.
You're like dad number 2.
I appreciate that about this movie. Mm-hmm. It's really nice to see.
I did. That was good.
Now
writing.
Yes. And now we'll get to our main kid, D.A.R.Y.L.
D.A.R.Y.L.
As Bo already said. So this is Barrett Oliver. Barrett Oliver is also most well known for people our age as being Bastian. Bastian? Give me a name, Bastian.
Because none of us knew what he said.
Moonchild.
I know. I was literally like 35 before I finally figured out what the fuck he screams out that window.
But so yeah, he is definitely a kid that we all recognize. But I will forgive people for watching this and maybe not immediately seeing it, because he definitely. It seems dumb to say this is very like Clark Kent
Clark
Superman,
Kent.
right? Like this is very much like the swooping of the hair, but it is like the difference between him having the bastion like bangs down in front of his face,
and then
and Daryl, he's usually like
swoop.
rocking the like fully swooped back. It does kind of like you. To me, I would never tell you that Bastion gives me Will Wheaton vibes, but I will tell you that Daryl gives me Will Wheaton vibes, like little kid, like Stand By Me. Stand By Me era
now
Will
I
Wheaton.
want this movie with Will Wheaton. God damn it.
It would have been better.
It would have been. Will, we love you.
But
This would have been a much better movie. Do you think they auditioned?
I have
Like, do you think Will was that?
There are very few trivial informations about this movie, so
because this was like
not one
this
that
was
I
like
found.
2 years or so before Star Trek. He
Yeah,
might,
he
might have
roughly
auditioned
the right
for
age.
this.
He
Yeah.
could, yeah. This kid gives me those vibes.
He
though.
does.
And so like.
You ruined the movie for me now. Now I want Will Wheaton.
But like, but my point here is that I really want to give credit to Barry Oliver, because again, like, it's dumb because it's very Clark Kent Superman, but the difference between swooped up and hair down, he did it. He pulled it off.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
He
That reminds
proves
me
the
the point of the movie where I finally figured out that it was the kid from Neverending Story. Okay, we remember Neverending Story. A lot of his scenes are him just kind of eating stuff while he's reading the book. He has a very odd way of putting shit in his mouth. So when he's flying the Blackbird and he puts the gum in his mouth,
you knew
that's when the way he put it in. I immediately flashed to him eating the fucking apple core in Neverending Story. I was like, it's the kid.
That's so great, dude. I love that.
So the movie's almost over, and I'm like, oh, that guy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I knew that, but just wasn't. It's one of those when you put too many facts.
Background radiation.
Well, you put too many facts in your head, and like they push to the wrong parts of your brain. It was over halfway through the movie before like I was like, oh fuck, that's fucking him.
That's the kid.
Yeah, goddamn, I'm an idiot.
Should have been more shit. He was good.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. He's actually in a few more things.
Oh, nice.
Cocoon and Cocoon 2.
Oh, I've seen those.
Steve Guttenberg. They're Steve Guttenberg movies.
Yeah.
It's also the Quaker Oats guy.
Yeah, fuck. I need
And
to
the
watch
dude
those
from
again.
Batteries Not Included, the old people from that movie.
Have I seen that one? That sounds familiar.
It's in the 80s, little tiny UFOs. They're like this big.
Oh,
and they fly
shit.
around an apartment
Yes.
that's going to be tore down because it's rent controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those same old people from that movie are also in Cocoon.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Now that we've had our dork out
Our
moment,
dork
back
out
to some of
moment.
the. So I was gonna say he is also though. So I'm willing to bet that when I say to you, Tim Burton made a Frankenweenie short, you are thinking of the claymation cartoon thing.
Yes.
Before Tim Burton ever made that, in the 80s, he made a live action Frankenweenie short. It's like 35 minutes long. It's black and white shot. He was Victor Frankenstein.
Well, where the fuck was this?
You can find it.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Go look for it.
I'm a little upset.
But so he was
I've
Victor.
seen the other, because my ex
the
was
little
a
claymation.
huge Tim Burton fan. I've seen Frankenweenie a dozen
So you
times.
can see now. You can go watch it, and you can see him as Victor. Him being the one. They have a real dog. It's like the little. It's like the dog from Little Rascals. It's the same kind of
with
dog.
the big dot on its eye. Aw.
Same kind of dog as Frankenweenie. It's the only other thing, though. I will say that. Those are the things.
That's awesome, though. Tim Burton.
Well, it's Tim Burton. It's Cocoon, which again I just mentioned. Tons of weird celebrity
Gutenberg
connections in, and then Neverending Story. So again, Barry Oliver, not in a lot.
He
but
was
he's
in our childhood more than we thought. God damn it.
It's like that mean girl from Milk
Oh,
Money.
yeah, that's
right.
right.
Like
The
she
one
strategically placed in the right
everywhere.
movies and things that were all like, I know that kid. From him though, we will talk about Danny Corkill.
Turtle. I love Turtle. Turtle's my homie.
Turtle is great. He is in two things. Again, outside of these two things, nothing else. So it's this movie. Then he was Orlop in the original Dune.
Fuck yeah.
And he's one of the grandkids in Rocket Gibraltar. Do you know that movie?
No, never heard
One
of
of
that
Macaulay. I think we've talked about
Have
this.
we?
It's the one where the kid's grandpa dies and they all give him a Viking funeral.
Oh yeah, you have talked about this before.
So you've still never seen it.
No.
So okay, so it's Macaulay Culkin's a little kid in this. He's one of the kids. He's one of the grandkids of this guy who all conspire to give him a Viking funeral.
I hope
I
hope people conspire to throw me a Viking funeral.
We have to. We're gonna look for something to do this with for our loose end season because I'm telling you right now,
it's come up twice.
You would love it because of the Viking funeral, and then again, like the people that are in it would definitely just like get.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I love Macaulay Culkin. Come on the show.
So, but that's it though. Danny Corkle is.
That's upsetting because he was great. He's like my favorite character in the whole movie.
The only other character that we should even talk about is going to be, and not even his parents. So again, I forgot to say. So I got too used to the rest of them being all family, so I didn't need to say who they were playing. So he's Turtle Fox. That's the last name in case you didn't know.
Wait, did they ever say his real name?
No, Turtle.
No, even his parents refer to him as Turtle.
I got a better thing for you. Turtle is his nickname, but why? We see him and he's very much an ADHD kid before we knew what ADHD was.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But on top of that, he tells us during the baseball scene he's the fastest base runner in the league.
Yeah, that's right. Why
is this one of those you call the tall guy tiny moments?
I guess.
He's the fastest.
You call him Turtle.
The fastest.
Or the fast kid.
The fastest kid, you call him Turtle. Is that what's happening here? Because if not,
so.
I don't get it. Because everything about this kid is too fast.
I love turtles, so I was immediately just like, yay, Turtle.
But so our last person that we'll mention, though, is going to be Sherry. Sorry.
Hooky.
Sherry.
Call her by her goddamn
Hooky,
real name.
The hooker.
The amateur hooker.
Yeah.
She's just practicing.
And that is Amy Linker. And the only reason I pointed out that his last name is Fox is because she's the sister. She's also a Fox. But I'm not going to tell you the parents because they are not important enough characters
dude, they don't
to talk
even
about.
say their goddamn names, do they?
The one is the guy who helps adopt out D.A.R.Y.L, and you have
I fucking forgot about that. Yeah, I did. I totally forgot about that.
The only reason the Richardsons end up with him is because he happens to be neighbors and friends with Andy.
I got the perfect guy. He's a super nice. His wife might not like kids much.
That's why we're not talking about. That's why we're not talking about them as people because they are so unimportant. You didn't even remember that he was the reason that D.A.R.Y.L's there.
Forgot entirely. Fuck. Because he does that and then he's gone for 45 minutes.
Yes.
And then shows up for the dick scene.
That's
where like, he's got a big dick.
Yeah. Like I was saying, Sherry Lee is played by Amy Linker. She is known. She was in the whole first season of Square Pegs. It's an 80s show. It's okay if you don't know. It's okay.
If you know the show, thumbs up.
But she was also the voice of Robin on the Mr. T cartoon.
I do know that one.
That's why I said it's okay if you don't know Square Pegs. I figured you would know the next one.
I've not watched it religiously. I've seen a few episodes of the Mr. T cartoon.
Yeah, she was one of the girls in the Mr. T cartoon.
I mean, paycheck's a paycheck, like I said earlier.
That's our full.
And she never even got to meet Mr. T.
Oh, definitely.
Right? She's off in another booth. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
She probably never even met the other kids, to be honest. So the only other person in the cast that so that's all of our characters that are of import at all, right? Like there are other people that they play parts in the story, but these are the important people in the story. The only other actor I want to mention though is Hardy Rawls. He plays Bull McKenzie. It's the opposing team's coach.
You told me.
I told you, and I know you hated it. I'm glad. So sometimes I do this on purpose. I only bring to camera the ones I know you'll be excited to hear, not the ones you'll be upset when I'm like, you didn't catch this guy. So that's why I told you off camera. I knew that there'd be a moment of like, damn it, I didn't see that.
Damn it.
And so I knew that, and I was like, I'm going to tell
failure.
him off this.
Seppuku.
So Hardy Rawls is also the dad from Pete and Pete.
Which I can't believe I missed. I love that fucking show.
He is the king of the road.
The king of the road. My fucking absolute favorite episode.
The thrower of the almighty bowling ball that rolls off into peace and justice to save the world.
The ball comes back. It comes back randomly in episodes. It just like will roll through
a scene,
yes,
and
oh,
back
it's
off.
so great.
Yes. He's got to check on the family.
Pete and Pete's the best fucking Nickelodeon show,
Yes.
dude. I swear.
We'll get there eventually. There is no way we won't. Now that we slowly found ways to bring TV shows in, we're gonna find better ways and do more.
How did we start with Alice in Wonderland and not
you?
Oh yeah, that's my fault. Shit, I'm gonna shut up now.
That's how we ended up with that being our first TV show.
I'm just
We talked about it
withdrawn
for years. I can say that because it was 2. We talked about it for years, and you decided the first TV show we were going to cover was Alice in Wonderland. You were adamant.
We found that beer though.
I know, but I even told you we could do a movie, and you were adamant.
Nope, TV show.
All right, well, blame doesn't matter.
I forgot it was my fault. I'm sorry.
We got
a lot of views on that episode.
We did. We have one last thing that I want to mention. This is not technically a character, but it's character adjacent. We've talked about this before. It's a location.
Oh, yeah.
So, character adjacent, right? So the lab that they go to, the exterior shots, is the same lab from Airwolf.
The helicopter show.
Yes.
Fuck
it's
yeah.
It's the same high-tech lab from
that's
Airwolf.
Awesome.
I knew you would know. I knew
God,
you would know that one.
Fucking nerd.
It's okay.
That's why we do this.
I'm enough of a nerd that I knew you would definitely get it. Yeah.
It's a good show. Go watch it. I think it's on Tubi. It's awesome. They have like a super stealth, badass, like futuristic helicopter.
Government agency firm is in control with the helicopter's creator, but the helicopter's creator decided he didn't technically want it to go to them. So he is now the only one allowed to fly it, but he works in cahoots with the government organization.
It's a great show.
So that way he is technically, it works for the government for the most part too, because that also gives them plausible deniability to be like, he is a third-party contractor. Right, we can't tell him what to do.
If he blew up the Iranian consulate, that's his problem. We didn't have nothing to do with it.
Again, Airwolf. It's definitely a child of the 80s. It's Knight Rider.
Fun video game, too.
It's Knight Rider in a helicopter.
Yes, that's
right?
exactly what it is.
The only difference is there's no AI in the helicopter. It is a person.
Yeah, it's just
it's
the
just
guy,
super
it's super high tech.
Yeah,
it's got all these cool gadgets and shit.
Oh man,
it's a MacGuffin ship. Like anything he needs, he can just be like, I have that.
AI being a great transition just into the movie.
Yeah,
so like we
into
said,
the movie.
The real point of this movie, as we've already talked about when we first started getting away with ourselves. This is AI. This is sci-fi for kids.
Yes.
This is a thing that the 80s did a lot of.
And we don't do nearly enough of now.
When they try to do it now, it doesn't come off right. Kids don't actually care.
It's animated.
They do it in a... Yes, they think the only way to give sci-fi... That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
They think the only way to give sci-fi to kids anymore is in a cartoon.
Nothing against Star Trek Prodigy. Great show. But it's like the only real good one nowadays.
We don't do it at all
anymore.
Well, when we were kids, again, in the 80s, we had things like this. This predates you.
Yeah, we had this and Explorers and
there's lots of 80s
Flight
movies.
of the Navigator.
In the 90s, we had TV shows like Space Cases.
Yes.
We had live action things that were sci-fi representation for children. And it becomes less and less every year.
Every year, dude. Like it's sad. It hurts my heart. Like there's going to eventually come a time where kids are going to be like, what's sci-fi?
If you want to provoke thought from your children,
sci-fi.
Give them sci-fi. Give them science
Star
fiction.
Trek.
This is a movie about artificial intelligence before we even existed in a world where it was really a belief. This is coming from two adults in 2025 where AI is a thing. And my head grasped it easier because I grew up in a world where I watched movies like this.
Where it's like, oh, well, at what point does the machine become a person and you stop?
And what does that mean?
Yeah.
Should we care?
Should we, or is it
Do we go Terminator? Do we go D.A.R.Y.L? Which route's the right route?
I like that. That's good. I like that.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why you should be exposing your children to things like this.
And this is a good starter pack right here. This one, Explorers, and what was the other one? Flight of the Navigator, I said. That's your 5-year-old kid starter pack for sci-fi right there.
100%. And I mean, again, like, I can't tell, because this movie is, it's it's everything all at once, right? Like, because it is high action.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but it starts off that way.
I've never seen this. I was 3 minutes into this movie. I was like, shit, they just drop you right the fuck in this, don't they?
Well, there's not
There's
even
a helicopter chase, dude tearing ass
there's
down
no-
a gravel road.
There's no talking.
No.
There's no exposition on screen.
There's not even really like music like you would think like big like dun 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 dun. It's just kind of like this guy's running from this helicopter. You get like the car
Yes.
sound effects, and that's like kind of it.
So you get this high action, high octane moments in this movie, but there are also those, again, mundane sci-fi moments where you're just like really
Yeah.
taking in the world and what it means for the implications of this world, like where like what's different from this world from ours. Like that's one of
Yeah.
the funnest things about sci-fi, right? Is like to be like, oh, that's our world's not like that in that way. And like you can see like it's so much more subtle in this one.
Yeah.
But there are differences you can tell in how this world is versus our world, and not in the obvious. There's a secret government.
There's a secret
agency
government.
making.
There's
robot
always
children.
a secret government thing, man.
But yeah, I didn't realize that people again. Like I would have thought Bo would have known this one. This is not a strike against you.
No,
This is more of a statement against the fact that I can't believe that 4 years would make the difference. Because I'm sure other people your age, again, you know more obscure movies than other people your age. So for you to not know this one, it means that other people your age
Definitely don't know.
certainly don't know this one. And for me, I feel like most kids my age, I would have asked
probably
about
have seen
D.A.R.Y.L
this.
would have been like, well, and certainly my age or older. So like our older, mine and yours shared older cousins.
yeah.
Like they would have all known D.A.R.Y.L. And so like it's crazy for me to
Josh
know that
saw it
like
in the
yeah.
theater.
Well, even like Jeremy and Jesse, like which is like
Oh,
way
yeah.
closer to me. I know for you, like that's still like 7 years age difference. But for me, that's only like a couple.
They were adults basically when I was a kid.
Yeah. So like but for me, like I bridged the gap. I was
Yeah.
like in between. And so like even for me, like with like them, I know they saw this. I know other people my age saw this.
Hey, give me props for being like the youngest cousin. I'm the cool one.
I mean, again, you know way more. Like I already gave you, I said it. You know more movies than other people would have known for sure.
There's something about 35 millimeter film that just touches me on a deep level. I love old movies.
And this one is that, right?
Yeah, like, it's still-
whatever it was filmed on. Definitely, even when you're watching
There's
like
grain,
and when
right?
you're watching 1080, it couldn't stretch out. Like it still gave you the black bars, which means
Yeah.
you know it was on a type of film that can't.
They had
They can't-
to like compress it to make it work.
That if they would have cropped it to the right angle, too much was lost, and so they said we have to give you black bars. We
Right.
have to
It's
give
what
you
we
black
gotta
bars.
do.
No, again, I like I said, I love this movie. It's dated.
It is super dated.
It's horribly
There's
dated.
not a lot of like
but it's so much
for
fun.
like a robot movie. There's not a lot of like practical robotic effects or anything.
There's
like he's
almost
just a
none.
kid, and it's all like kind of like they love the Commodore, don't they, dude? Every
Yes.
computer in this movie is a Commodore 64. Even in like the secret government base, he sits down. It's a goddamn Commodore.
On the note that we just started to say, I think this is a good point to circle back to what we started with. Robot. It's one of the words. It's the key word.
Yeah,
It's the middle.
It's the main
the
word.
It's
yeah,
the
it's the
D.A.R.Y.L.
R in D.A.R.Y.L.
Is he a robot?
No.
By no means is he a
No.
robot. The movie takes great lengths to point out at several times that he is at least flesh.
Yeah, he'll age and die and decay just like you and me, General.
Now, technically, I had problems with that.
Right?
You're bringing up the one part where I was like, well, they say that, but at the same time, the scene also argues against that being true. Because if he's going to age
Yeah.
and he can do all these things, and they've already, like, at that point in the movie, Dr. Lamb had already said we can just reset him.
Yeah.
Yeah? So if he's going to age, we don't have a magic way to grow them faster.
Oh, we need an adult
We
version?
need an adult version. We if we can't grow them faster,
That's a good point. Then
then why would you abort?
Never like,
then why would you abort this one? You would just let this one grow, and at best, if he doesn't align with what you want as an adult, you reset him and do it
him
again.
at 18, and there, you're perfect fucking soldier.
Unless, this is what I was saying, this is why sci-fi is great, because since this world doesn't define itself, it lets kids have this conversation, right? Like, and I 100%, I get most kids may not be, but me at 11 would have been finding another 11-year-old to have that conversation with and be like, so what do you think it means about this world?
Right.
Do you think it means that they can age up a lab-grown person instantly?
Yeah, like
because
2 weeks and he's 18.
The general acted that way.
Yeah, he did. He's like, now you
scrap this.
Yeah,
get
rid of
an,
this one.
Right? Give
we
me
want
an
an adult version. Perfect pre-programmable soldier.
But so again, like this world lives in very ambiguous areas, but no matter what you believe, that ambiguous area does not include a robot.
Yeah, no, not at all.
At best, cyborg.
I'm not even going to give him cyborg. He has like
does he?
They say his brain is like a whole like CPU, right? But then they show you the MRI.
Yes, the MRI.
And it's a little chip.
And then they even do the like fun lawnmower man zoom into his head, but the graphics are horrible.
I swear I had this screensaver where it would like go through like the super
shitty looking map.
Fucking back. Yeah. Windows 95, baby.
But so yeah, this is essentially like the Windows 3.1 version of that same screensaver, right? Like that's what it looks like. It's just showing you like he's going
for 85.
It's Wolfenstein 3D, but with like weird like staticky pictures. Yeah, and like cyan, yellow, and that weird fuchsia
like
color that
neon
they used to use.
Green and shit.
Yeah. But
little gold for the circuit board.
So it was very weird. But so I agree with you. When they show the zoom in through the head, they definitely show we're going through organic matter first until
like into
we
the
get
middle of the brain,
the hollow part,
and then that's
and the MRI showed the same thing. It showed like organic material and a thing in the center. Right?
Can we talk about how cool the MRI machine was for a second?
It was not at all a real MRI.
No, it was awesome. He's in like this 2001 Space Odyssey fucking pod, and the thing comes out of the fucking wall with these actuators just
again. I'll go back to this is the Airwolf facility.
Yes, it's so cool. We don't kids movies like this anymore.
Maybe we just say like continuity wise, this is what they were doing in the Airwolf facility outside of the helicopter, right? Like this is just their other
side project. They're running the D.A.R.Y.L project.
D.A.R.Y.L was going to be the perfect pilot, for the perfect helicopter.
Oh my god,
we got there.
That's the sequel. He grows up and becomes the Airwolf pilot.
He's working in an office.
Yes,
TV
fuck
show.
that.
He's
the
flying.
Military got what they wanted.
Yeah, we get a double sequel, right? Yeah. We get an Airwolf and D.A.R.Y.L sequel at the same time. I'm telling you,
I want it now. That would be so cool.
It works though. That's the thing. So, but I agree with you though. He's not a robot. Again, I even say I agree with you. He's not really
enhanced human.
He's not really a cyborg. Well, maybe. So this is where I say to you, maybe. Like I get what you're saying, right? Like where you're like, they show us organic material.
Yeah,
I agree with that. But the only way the end works is if it's actually the way they describe it to us, which is that there's no brain and it's only a computer.
Yeah, because brain death.
Turtle tells us the rules are he can't be dead because he didn't need oxygen for his brain, because that brain is a computer chip and computer chips don't need oxygen. So I'm sorry for the listeners that had to hear that. But that's how the movie does it. The movie is like, let me slap you with this piece of information. Let me slap you with this piece of information.
That's almost exactly how Turtle fucking says it. Minus the smacking hand gestures.
But you need that. You need to understand because the movie is literally slapping you with it as they're saying it.
Listen to me. He's gonna be fine.
Right? It is. They're like, in case you were at home crying, stop it.
Stop it. He'll be fine. I had a little bit of a problem with this. It was a little too quick. Like 2 seconds after Turtle says that, they have like a little cut
of her and
of Dr. Lamb
finally realizing
face turn.
Well, no, listen,
from nowhere.
In all fairness, her face turn was technically 20 minutes before, minutes after we thought she had just been okay with killing the kid.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She tells the general,
yeah.
the minute that you can't tell the difference is the minute that maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about that.
Like, I'm paraphrasing the shit out of that scene.
It's basically spot on, but if you looked away from the
you
TV,
could miss it. You could miss the
and
moment.
then all you get is her just kind of
at the end magic the briefcase,
like pulling him out of the
we
thing.
don't even see what's in the briefcase.
No, magic.
We don't know if it's a computer. This is the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
she's gonna open it and it's just gonna glow on her face.
Glow.
It's his soul. She's giving him his soul
back. Canon, no more. Shut up. That's what happened. No techno-babble bullshit. She just pulled Daryl's soul out of the briefcase and shoved it into him. He runs like 4 miles.
Well, it
from
makes
the
as
hospital.
much sense as any sci-fi explanation.
They were running out of time. We had to wrap the shit.
Well, no, because they do. He runs home. They walk outside. Credits roll during
while
the
they're
hug.
hugging. Like it's so great. He's back.
No real wrap up at the end, dude. Like
it doesn't even do like the freeze frame, on them. Like it still just keeps running. Like, yeah, let them hug it out. We'll just run the credits. We're out of time. Let's go.
So yeah, this again. The movie is great.
It's a fun movie. I like
it. But
this
it is
movie.
questionable about some of the things. There are some things that you just have to gloss past. But since it's made... So...
If I hadn't seen the like Paramount Pictures thing, I would have thought this was a made-for-TV movie.
Well, it was Columbia Pictures in the end or in the... So here there were 2 different distributors. And at one point, one of them left. But then they came back and got involved again at the end. So it's Paramount and Columbia were the 2 people involved.
Yeah.
And so the end, nowadays, you know how rights work. Like,
yeah.
If one company was involved for most of the production, that means that maybe if Columbia lost the rights, Paramount got they were the first ones to get the
first
right
bid or
to
whatever
purchase again. Yeah. So I can't remember, but I want to say that Paramount technically in the 80s didn't produce it. It was Columbia. But I think that Paramount got the rights to it first grabs because they were the ones that originally put money into it.
Makes as much sense as any of that bullshit.
But it was my main point though is it 100% was a real movie because you were about to be like,
I was like, it seems
it has made for TV vibes.
There's like after the big action opener when the dude drives his car off the cliff,
it drastically tonally
chooses to die. It turns into like Saturday morning fucking happy time fucking movie.
Such a light.
Yeah,
it's like all of the baseball stuff.
We're gonna play baseball.
It could have been part of a Bad News Bears movie.
Yes.
And I wouldn't have thought twice about it.
Or an early '90s Hallmark movie, you know, like before they got into like just doing Christmas and
vibe of
shit.
Everything that's baseball is so outside of the sci-fi vibe of the rest of the
30
movie.
minutes of like, well, it's a Hallmark movie.
Well, because we get the like teaching them how to baseball, we get the on the baseball field, there's so much
the
baseball.
life lesson from Turtle being like, look, man, you're too good. You gotta let parents need to feel useful.
That speech is great though for the sheer fact that when he gives it like wholeheartedly. He's like, look, this is how you fix Joyce.
Yeah.
And then immediately Daryl's like, it's nothing but a pecker fight.
It's a pecker measuring contest between you and Bull, and you can kiss my ass. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, you went a little too hard, man.
And then he stomps off in a fit, and Joyce's smile.
So happy. She's like, yay, a problem I get to fix.
Like, that whole scene was so funny. And then the fact that really my favorite part, though, is like you said, Turtle's the one that gave him the advice. But as soon as Turtle gave him the advice and he followed through, he was like, whoa. Not during the baseball
Yeah, like, what
game.
are you doing, man? Don't throw the whole game
That was the part that made it, like I said, like, that could have been in the Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Like, where he was like, this is how you get confidence. And then the kid does it, and he's like, not during the game.
Yeah, and later, goddammit, fuck.
Because Turtle did. He followed it up with the whole,
he all but smacked him in the back of the head,
dude,
like, the fuck is the matter with you?
I gave you that advice to use after we leave here.
Like,
not
like
right
go
now.
home and mess up your room or something.
Now, in all fairness, though, if Daryl hadn't done that, Turtle wouldn't have been the one that got to be this hero.
Like the hero of the game.
Because that's the thing that I love, is that because of all this, Because normally what we would have seen, right? Like the whole movie is set up. Joyce is mad because Daryl's perfect, right?
Yeah.
Normally we might have seen Mighty Ducks style that the good guy who is good,
Yeah.
but because he's an all-star, looks like a dick, be the guy
Cody.
who, yes,
Yeah.
be the Banks, exactly.
Yeah, Cody Banks.
He'd be the triumphant one, even though we don't want that. Me and you as the underdog character, we don't want the guy who looks.
Yeah, fuck you, Mr. Perfect.
If he looks the part, I don't want him. Even if he technically has backstory that makes it okay,
but still,
I don't want to see that.
Fuck
I
you.
want the underdog to get his day.
Yeah.
Right? So as much as I hated that moment where Daryl was like, let me throw the game, if he wouldn't have thrown the game, we wouldn't have got Turtle, the underdog,
triumphant turtle
being
run.
the hero.
It's not even like an out of the park home run. It's an inside the field home run. He fucking and gets like second and third.
Yes, no,
on.
Turtle's
Fuck,
scene
so good.
is how we should see some of the Bad News Bears.
Yeah,
like that is that's some drama on the ball field.
That just reminded me. The movie kind of acts like that's the end. After that point,
stop. Because
after the baseball scene, the movie kind of acts like it's over.
Stop.
It cuts to black.
I want you to stop though, because that's relevant to our ending. I'll say it like that.
Oh, my bad.
But we are far enough along.
I think we're at the end.
I think we are.
We?
We've talked about all the movie. We've circled back to many things. I'm sure we forgot things, guys. But this is a fun movie. All we're really trying to tell you. And like we tell you
he
for all of
an
these,
SR-71 Blackbird to get home. I had to throw that.
No, I was gonna say like we were getting to. You were starting to say my. I'm not
I'm
even
sorry,
gonna say.
I
I'm not
do
gonna
know.
say the words. I'm not gonna say the words because that even implies we should stop and go there.
I feel terrible.
I want to go back to because you brought up the one thing that I wanted. One last thing I wanted to talk about before we got to the end, which is the SR-71 Blackbird.
Oh fuck! I love that fucking plane.
The X-Men plane.
That's my favorite plane.
He stole the X-Men plane.
He just walked up and took it too.
As if
the security on this Air Force base is a joke. Like my favorite shot in the entire movie is
tell you.
The camera pans past. He is
it's a tripwire.
Spider-Man on the fucking thing. Just
and he gets inside in a one
wire.
tiny tripwire. What I'll tell you is even crazier is that if you pay attention, I don't think they actually tell us it's a military base. They imply it's a regular
airport. They just happen to have
one of these.
It's even worse.
Also in that scene are the weird, like, tank-style fire trucks.
Yeah.
What are these?
I don't know, but I want one.
These should have been Transformers,
right?
Man. The weird bulkiness on these fire trucks,
but it's got like a water cannon on the front. They never shoot the water cannon.
No, we don't see. We don't get to see anything. I want the backstory of this fire brigade.
I want to see these things do something.
All right. Now, though, I think we can get to we're official. That was one of the literally like we were about to wrap it up, and I was pushing it because we were almost there, and I was like looking at my notes, like, oh, there's one more thing I have to talk about.
My absolute favorite airplane of the modern era. There's some World War II ones.
You know, there's only sorry, it was in the notes. There's only like 32 of those, or it's some obscenely small number that were ever produced.
Fun fact: in the time the movie was made, there were only 4.
I believe that. That's why most of the movie you don't see it.
Yeah.
Like the takeoff scene, different plane. Did you notice?
I did. That was a totally different plane.
Scene, different plane. That's why it's shot so dark, so you can't make out as much of the plane.
No, I swear, you remember the private jet earlier?
Yes.
I swear they took the private jet and painted it black.
Or put black cardboard.
Yeah, and wrote
because they needed
US
the polygon.
Air Force on
because they needed those polygon shapes.
I swear they did.
I believe it. Because there is, I will give credit, they somehow got footage of that one shot where it's like, when it's not blackout, you know, when you see the blue night sky, that's a reel.
That's actually like public domain.
Yeah, footage. I know it is, but that's what I'm saying. I'll give them credit that they used it.
If you pay real close attention, you can tell the film quality kind of drops a little bit during those shots.
Well, again, like I said, the film quality drops. The color of the night sky changes drastically.
But good job. getting it fucking in there.
Again,
They got the one.
look, if you give
They got
me
the one shot of like of it on the ground, like
as
the front view.
as a kid who was like the bridge of the 80s and 90s, if you give me the X-Men plane, like, because this is when we say that, we don't even mean like if you're a Zennial, if you're a young kid, you're still thinking whatever from the modern movies. No. We're talking that this
The
plane
90s
was
cartoon.
so cool that when they made a cartoon and they could have drawn anything
else,
they drew a real plane because its design was that awesome.
That was badass. I appreciate it in the movie. They're like, well, what do? We shoot it down, and the general's like, yeah, there's not a missile in the world that can catch that fucking
Whatever.
thing.
It could have.
That plane.
But really, it's the price. It's not, again,
the price was stupid. $100 million. I went, bullshit.
But to me, it's funny that he said nothing could catch it. Because it's like, no. But that's not how that works. That thing is not made to where, like, if a missile's close enough that it couldn't lock on. It's made to where satellites couldn't see it. It's made to where ground control couldn't see it. Stealth. It's not anti-lock on. It's not anti-shooting.
Oh, it's super fast. If you
know. No, I know that, but I'm just saying.
It is actually like 3% faster than the sun.
But my implication is just that what he said wasn't correct.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I had to let the people know.
Again, I love the plane.
It's 3% faster than the sun. It literally raced the sun once.
It's a cool plane. Again, I love it.
I love it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite jet, right? It's so cool.
I wish we could have seen more of it.
Dude, I know. But
what we got was dope.
It was awesome. I get why they did it. You had to see the actor's face, but I know.
No, but that scene
you have to be in like a spacesuit to fly that plane.
That scene also produced my favorite moment of where he was such a like cartoonish bad guy to the military, where he knew the camera was there.
He's trolling them the whole time.
He let them watch as long as he wanted them to watch.
I'll let you change. Like, look, I'm doing this. I'm setting the autopilot, but
he puts the gum up and they act surprised, and it's like the fact that he did this without like looking and being like, oh shit, it's there.
Yeah.
Means he knew it and he trolled you guys.
The whole fucking
that he
time.
was like, I'm letting you watch, but you still won't know my plan.
Just like 5-6 pieces of gum. Just
I'm telling you.
The look on his face when he finally turns around to like smash it on the camera was so good. He's just like
perfection.
Snap.
All right, now we have covered everything.
Yeah, now we're good.
Now we can get to the thing. Bo, please, this time you ask me first because you almost crossed the line.
I almost fucked it up. I'm so sorry. I'm an asshole. Dude, what? What is your thing about
My
this
thing
movie?
Is much like you were saying, but you were giving I will at least give you credit. You were giving a specific example, but it happens multiple times in the movie. There are so many of these weird, long cut to blacks, not fade to black. No. I want to be very specific because, like in the world direction, there's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. Fade to black implies a scene transition.
Even if it's a
cut to black,
even if
is
even if it's
over.
Like quick fade, there's still like you can gradually see the gradation into black. No. This movie has several like in the beginning, 2 minutes into the movie,
after he drives the fucking
first
car
time
off
you
the
see
ravine.
and the first time you see the helicopter, it does it.
Oh, I missed that one.
There's so many weird chop to solid blacks where you're like, is the movie done?
Yeah, there's one that's like 2.5 seconds.
The one that you started to bring up earlier.
I was like, movie's over.
When the ball game, when the ball game is over, Turtle wins is the worst.
It's the worst one.
But to me, altogether, I was like, why do we need this why is the transition cut to black? Why is that what we decided on as...
It's got to be the, like, editor's fucking fault.
It does, because here's the thing. Like, we already said, the director does Westerns. What Western do you know does cut to black?
None.
Does Quigley do cut to black?
No. At the end...
When it makes sense.
When it's done.
When it makes sense.
When the movie's over. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, this movie is filled with so many. And again, like we said, the worst example is the baseball game.
Yeah.
Because it's so long. But what I will tell you is the reason it's so hurtful to the movie is that every single one of them is a different length of time. Like if they would have picked one, even if that length of time was long,
I agree.
By the second or third, you'd be like, I know what this is. I get
that this is just a scene transition.
But the fact that every single time we see one, it's a different length of time.
Yeah.
It makes it to where you
there's some that are like
know.
Done, and then there's the
baseball game.
Yeah, and it's like
where
everything in between.
You are expecting words to start scrolling.
Have you ever seen A Beautiful Mind?
Yes.
That movie does this shit to you too, where it's like, oh, okay, the movie's over. Oh, wait, hang on.
But I feel like in A Beautiful Mind, it was purposeful. I don't feel like this. There's no way anyone involved in this movie wanted you to think that the movie was done at baseball game. Right?
In case they wanted to cut it for like a TV movie, right? You know, like we need a 30-minute special. Here, a fun baseball game.
Because again, like I don't know.
You're a natural kid. I'm gonna take you to the Hall of Fame.
My thing is 100%.
Yeah.
The hard cut to blacks.
That's a good one.
Hard cut to black.
I even noticed that one, and that's not even my thing.
So then, Bo, what's your thing?
Mine is stupid, and it just made me belly laugh every time. Like, I watched this movie 3 times, and every time fucking made me laugh. The scene where right after the Dr. Stewart and the bitch get him, and they're like reviewing his memories. He has like the ice cream one in the baseball game. The table cracks me the fuck up. It's like a funhouse mirror. This perfectly fucking polished fucking table, and their faces are going like wah, 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 every time they talk.
No delicate like camera shot where the director paid attention. Like he was only looking at his actors.
Shot. Yeah. It is a static shot of them 3 at a table, and you can tell that every time their mouth
nobody
opened,
looked at the bottom of the screen. Like
nobody,
this third.
They were at the premiere, right? They're in the theater going, "Oh shit."
Well, I'll even tell you what if it's even worse than that. Like they didn't even have that moment. The people sitting next to them were like, Dude.
It looks like a funhouse mirror.
Look at the bottom here. What's going on?
What was with this table?
Your head looks like...
No, Dr. Stewart's is the worst because he's in the center of the frame. Every time his mouth slightly moves, or it
makes his whole
head just womp womp.
His head does what the Charlie Brown adult sound effect makes you think.
It does.
Womp 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 womp. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip that scene from now on because it just totally just takes me out of the whole fucking movie.
Now that's awesome. So this is great because I feel like for this episode, after a lot of episodes where both of the things are like those things where it's like, this is solidly a fuck up in the movie, or this is a plot hole in the movie. This time it proves what we try to tell you guys every time.
It could be anything.
The thing is anything. And it doesn't have to be a thing that negatively takes you out of the movie. Because both of us agree. This movie is phenomenal.
You could easily skip mine. You could not notice it. But if you just happen to be looking at the table instead of the actors, it's going to bother you.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, mine you'll notice.
Yeah,
you will not notice.
I've noticed that one.
But it doesn't stop this one. There is a brief second where on your first viewing, you will be like, is the movie done?
The baseball one.
But as soon as it's over...
I was like, the movie...
as soon as it's over, you're just like, oh, okay, well, the movie's still going.
Well, I'm watching it on YouTube, so it picks that time to go to an
which makes it worse.
Which I'm like, wait,
this is the ad?
God damn it, is it over?
That's awesome. Yeah, so again, though, like, this is a perfect example so that way people understand the thing.
Yes.
The thing is not always negative. It doesn't always need to mean you're out of the movie. It brings you away from the movie. Sometimes it's the thing that makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, why? Why is that what we did?
Every fucking time.
Why is that what we did?
A bad table. Should have just went with like a plain oak, but not like this mirrored granite.
Even it could just no mirroring.
Yeah,
right?
No mirroring. Like,
no glass
tablecloth.
Shiny top.
Let's put a tablecloth on it.
Maybe look at the dailies and decide if that stays.
That was my thing. I was like, somebody had to have like seen this and been like, it's fine.
It's good enough.
We're not filming it again. Fuck it. It's not in the budget.
I agree. All right, guys. That was D.A.R.Y.L. We had a great
Yeah, it was a
time. I
good
love this
one.
movie. Back to this beer. So like I thought in the beginning, where since we enjoyed the taste
Yes.
as soon as the can was opened,
Yes.
that because of its potency, we would enjoy it even more by the time we're
Can you
done.
tell?
I think you could tell by how we wrapped things up there.
I'm just gonna sit here and laugh because I'm so drunk.
That we've had a lot of ciders and then an Oktoberfest, and that this
Which was like
8%er
4%
is
and
I guess
double.
the stout was maybe not as I can't even
It was
remember.
5. It was only 5.
Yeah,
I remember because
that's
I
right,
was
you
like,
looked at-
really?
The 8% is making a difference.
Oh yeah, gotta love them high percentages, man.
And it made it a great day. So kudos. I said at the beginning, R. Shea, we love you.
Ricochet.
We love you, Ricochet. but not Irish O'Shea.
Not Irish O'Shea.
Like Rico.
Rico.
But we're just
Rico
pronouncing it
O'Shea.
different. Yeah,
Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet.
I can't.
So he's that Mexican Irish guy.
That Mexican Irish guy, yeah.
Like,
we all know one.
They're both Catholic. It's okay.
Stop.
All right. But so yeah, this was great. We do
fuck.
indeed love this. Way to go, guys.
TechnoSignature.
Again, this is why we're doing the loose connections. Because sometimes loose connections get
Are the
us to
best.
things that we might not have gotten to
Exactly.
before.
We
Sometimes
gotta-
it gives us better beer.
Yes.
On that note,
I'm
though,
glad
for
I
the-
found a double IPA that I'm like, I'll drink the shit out of that.
So on that note, though, Bo, we have a beer for next week. You want to go ahead and tell them what this is? Because I will. The movie is so they're not going to hear the. This is not one of those. This is a looser. Like
They're not going to
despite that this was loose. This might be looser than this one.
Honkers.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah,
Go
all right.
ahead.
Hang on. All right. We're going to give you Goose Island Beer Company from the Second City, Chicago. Honkers Ale.
And with that, we're going to bring to you guys in this month of family friendly. Just to remind everyone before I say this, Mother Goose's Rock and Rhyme, brought to you by Shelley Duvall.
Which, another one I've never seen, so I'm super excited.
You will love this.
I love rock and roll, and I love some Mother Goose, brother.
Dude, it's early 90s, late 80s pop culture reference filled.
Oh, fuck
like
yeah.
they're like we're talking like ZZ Top.
Yes.
Dude, I can't like there's so like Shelley Duvall.
Shelley
I mean, again,
Duvall.
like you will flip your top.
Oh, hey, she's
For how
been
many
on
people?
she's coming back. She's been on the show before. Forgot about that.
Well,
Wait, we haven't done The Shining yet.
no, we want to do the
God
Shining.
damn it. Never mind. Forget I said that.
But keep an eye on the future for the
yeah.
Shining.
The movie
Wishful
that's-
thinking.
The movie that scared
Needful
me the most.
things. You see what I did?
Yeah.
One Stephen King to another Stephen King.
Nice.
I'm smart.
Oh man.
All right. On that note, though, guys, we are finished today. Bo, is there anything else you want to close out before we finish?
Go buy merch and subscribe and do all the things.
Like,
Comment.
Share. comment. I want
Comment
more
especially.
comments.
I want
We've
more
been-
comments.
We've
I
been
want-
getting some
Yes.
recently, and I love getting to actually interact.
I'm lonely. I want to talk to you all. Please,
So
please
please,
message me.
no matter where you see it, like that's the beauty here is
I'm
that
a sad boy.
do it on YouTube, do it on Instagram.
Spotify has comments.
Yes,
now, doesn't
everywhere
it? Yeah,
has
see, like, you
comments.
can comment us anywhere.
while listening. Comment while not listening. If you want to go to social media, go to there. Comment.
Yeah, do it all.
Tell us something. We'll respond.
Yeah, we will.
We're those
But,
people.
Yeah, he probably will more than me.
But I will let Bo see.
Yeah, he will tell me about it,
When
and I
it's
will have comments.
When it's important enough, I'll show him before anything is said. I'll be like, Bo, weigh in with your opinion. On that note, guys,
I think we're done.
I think we're finished.
Geppetto, I am a real boy. robot.